Hey everybody. Welcome back to Rustic Waters, episode 10. We're going to see about making a flux borer and a sea moth. Um, the sea moth is going to allow us to travel underwater and probably see better as well, and not need as much oxygen and worry about stuff like that. Before we get too into it, I want to say about off camera some of the stuff I did. I made full invar because, well, I got creepered along the way, and it blew up a big chunk of my base and killed me and ruined all the durability on my armor. But I plan to make the next tier of wetsuit off camera between now and then. Now and the next one anyway. I got the magma crucible up and running, which I'm not sure if I showed that on camera or off camera. And I made a pulverizer, which is pretty much the grind thing without having to stand there and grind. As well as I made one of those cool little ladder doors that allow me to come down here where I moved our coke ovens and stuff. And I made this little outlet inlet to park the sea moth. I imagine it's going to be a 3x3 because I think I'll be in the center block and then there'll be the wing on each side. So I'm thinking it's going to fit in there nice and cozy like. I did make the viaducts, which are very simple. It's bronze and glass, a good healthy amount of it, and then you have to drop it in a pool of creosote, and it'll make them treated. And then you just name the sides and go where you're gonna go. So this takes us to the ocean floor, which takes us to this nice little room I built, which takes us right to bedrock. So eventually, I can build the excavator or whatever it's called down here. I think that'd be kind of cool. All this was made possible via sponges. I made 5 sponges. I ended up losing one in a creeper explosion, but I had enough of the coral, excuse me, to make 5 sponges. So I managed to make this area and the area above, which now needing the keys is not that big of a deal. Now the keys are going to be, if we get them, we get them, because now I can make as much space as I want. As you can see, I'm still processing stuff. I'm trying to, I turned clay into clay balls, and I still have 1,100 some clay. I don't know what to do with it all. So I'm making a ton of bricks. I'm making all the different forms of clay that I can, so that it doesn't go to waste. Now let's get, I think we're going to get started with the sea moths. You know what, let's do the energetic infuser, I think. Because that's going to give us a thing to charge this stuff with, I would imagine. So let's go ahead and, oh no. Yeah, I overlooked that little oversight, huh? And I don't have anything blaze related. And we're frozen. So I made the engineer's workbench so I can make different pieces of materials cheaper. To make the blueprints, you need blue dye or lapis, and nothing that you strain gives you lapis, but I just so happen to have 7 lapis from, 7 lapis from mining that room down there. I think that's where I got it, and I've been using that. I used that. I ended up messing up the first time, so I got what about this guy? That looks doable. Medium voltage, huh? Alright, let's do that. Let's put a marker on this guy then. We'll get rid of the energetic infuser, and let's make the charging station. So, to make the charging station, we're going to need glass, iron, treated wood, treated sticks. So, I already have the treated sticks, glass, iron, treated wood. Excuse me. I'm not sure how we're doing on electrum. Plates, that is. Not very good. But we can take, this will take like 18 of them and have them changed into plates. What's up, Mr. Rat? And have him do that. And I can cook up some more. Now that I have the sluice and everything, like, I just did 1,000 of all these things again. Roughly 1,000, and we're already back up to 1,000. So, I mean, as long as I remember to refill the strainers every once in a while, we'll be fine with the immediate resources. So I think the first thing we should make is probably the copper coil block, mostly because I can't make this yet until I have more electrum plates. So, do we have any copper wire already made? Copper plates. Wire. Oh, that's solder wire. Take this with us, though. Another thing I didn't mention, I said you need not the core, not the crafting box, this guy, to be able to search in here. So, yeah, so I made him. And there's a quest for this, which I have done. I've done all these quests, but it is shipping and handling, probably? Yeah, so I need this to finish it, and I can't pick it back up, so I have to make another one. So I'm thinking whenever it comes time, I'll probably just, cheat one in and then throw it in the garbage. Because, right there it is. I made it. I just can't pick it up. If you try, just... And you can pick it up with a dolly, which I did, but it doesn't recognize it in the quest. So, there's no... That's not going to work. So, while we're letting him do his thing, let's open our mystical magical shulker box. These are the different things I got from quests. I decided, like, most series I do. Oh, there goes my pickaxe. But most series I do, I try to do the random loot crates, like, at the beginning of the episode, because I think that'd be kind of cool. How do I open it? Oh, there we go. So I got a pressurized fluid conduit and $20. That's kind of cool. Ooh, a flux capacitor. What tier is it? Basic? Is that the first one? A shield. I never used the shield. A rat strength upgrade. That's kind of cool, I guess. And let's put some of this away. So the pressurized fluid conduit, the shield can go. I don't use the shields. Usually they just get in the way. And is that all we got? I got this flux thing, but I kind of wanted to keep that on me for now, because I'm going to be testing the thing, and that'll be perfect. So we'll just keep that. I can get rid of the chisel. I made multiple chisels, but I died a couple of times, so they lost durability. And woo, opens any lock in the gems category. That is awesome. Do you know why that's awesome? Watch this. This is why that's awesome. Oh boy. Okay. So we got some enchantments. It's really cool. We got an Elytra. I don't know if that's really good or not. I never actually used the Elytra. But the Skull Sword's super cool, too. I'm going to leave everything in here. Can I hit the R key? And no, it won't stack. I'm going to leave it all in here. But, for now, if we would have got one Blaze Rod, we could have got the Energetic Infuser. Oh, well. What do you expect? But that's a pretty good haul. A Metallurgist key opens any lock in the metal category, and a Skeleton key opens any locks excluding Wither. And gem locks, it looks like. That's kind of cool. I just can't believe we got an Elytra. I don't know if that, like I said, I don't really know if it's good or bad. Like, I think there's different forms of flight, and most of the time we're underwater here. So I don't really know if that's a big deal or not. Alright, well, I'm wasting time here. let's see if we can get at least this done before I waste any more time. What are you doing, Mr. Rat? Did I already get the stuff off you? I must have. Alright, let's hop into here, and let's do... I'll have to make more copper wires, too. Do that. Let's just see if we can speed this up a little bit. Get this copper coil block. And this is going to be terracotta and electrum. So to make this guy, we need to make this guy. To make that guy, we got to make this guy. And it needed 8 of them, I think. That sounds about right. And 3 glass. This thing's what we're making. So I can just pop this. That's right, I used all my slabs making those wire coils. Okay. Oh, it only takes 6. Oh, well, that's fine. Having a little extra isn't going to hurt. Oh, I forgot one. It's just a money one anyway. Oh, and that thing only has 3 uses? Oh, that's sad. I wonder if there's a way I can repair that. We'll have to see about that, huh? Let's do that. Hop over here. Do this guy. And now we have a charging station. Let's pop this down here. Money! Alright, where is... I don't have my wallet on me. Now let's place this guy first. We're gonna stick him right here. And then I'll run power to him in a little bit. See if it works. But first I gotta get my wallet. And I think we can get rid of... Now let's just hold on to everything for now. I'll have space once I get rid of all this money. Okay. Now let's hop into here. We'll throw this in there. And I guess we can put some stuff in here. The rat upgrade. Don't really need that. Shouldn't need the crescent hammer for a little while. And that looks good enough. So let's do relays. Do LV and that. And I need wire coils. So let's see if I can make some of those. See that? Did this so freaking much, I'm starting to memorize the patterns. But this kind of worked out perfectly because I needed 2 wires and I only had enough stuff for 2 wires, so that kind of works out. I'm gonna have to start running power to this soon. I'm down to 3.7 million. I used 3 million RF throwing clay in here and melting that glue. So let's just do this one for now. So it appears to be working. It seems like, so it's dumping power faster than it's getting power. Which it seems like the industrial foregoing stuff, that's kind of how that works quite often. But that's fine, because this thing will probably charge the drill and the sea moth. It might not have that much of an internal buffer, but I think it'll, like, if I can't charge the sea moth in that little glass chamber, which would be, you know, reasonable to think that, I should be able to take the capacitor with me, and it should charge it. I also think I could wear it as a bobble, but I don't think this thing has a bobbles tab. Are we frozen again? You know, we're okay. We're good. So here's the capacitors. Yeah, that's the very first one. How do I upgrade? That looks like a whole lot of HV wire connect. That looks like a whole lot of complicated. and a bunch of Invar, which I did make a bunch, but it's not gonna last long with this. With a lot of this stuff's getting into Invar. And I was looking through the tools you can use in the Artisan's Workshop, and Invar is pretty much the most economical. It's not the best, it doesn't have the best durability, but for the amount of cost at 2 durability ratio, I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, it's the best. I could be wrong, but, you know, whatever, right? This thing isn't working again, so it's like frozen. So I'm just gonna kind of like talk for a little while. Speaking of talking, I woke up this morning and like my mouth was so freaking dry. I drank like all the water that I had in my room. I got a cup of coffee, drank the whole thing, a can of soda. I drank the whole freaking thing, and now I'm cracking into a bottle of water. And oh yeah, I was like, oh no, I'm all out of like those little Hawaiian Punch flavor things, but that is not true. I had one left. So this thing has been like this mod pack, like for whatever reason, it's having a really hard time with these little like lag things that it's doing. So like this can sometimes last like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm just gonna let it play out. I'm gonna put it in the description of the first video that this is like, I'm just kind of like playing to play, and this thing is like pretty much a complete crap fest of lagging. So, if you don't want to watch it, I wouldn't blame you one bit. If it was, and to be honest, even if it runs smoothly, like this particular mod pack, it's kind of like, it's kind of like the last mod pack I did in a way. I mean, you got to craft and craft and craft, and I mean, especially in the early stages, there's not a whole lot of exploration. Like, in the early stages, like, if I go out in the water, I'm pretty much a dead man. So, there's no real point in that. Come on. Okay, this has been like 2 minutes. That's enough. I realize, destroying what little fun I have is like your goal in life. Like, you get paid the big bucks to make my crappy, pathetic YouTube channel a little more crappy and pathetic and put my mood in a lower status. But, hey, maybe you could take a break. Go on vacation. I've been kind of making a joke lately. I don't want to say it's a joke because I'm pretty serious about it. People are like, why do you have this problem, whatever problem it may be? Why don't your socks match, or why did you accidentally step in a puddle that's too deep and got your foot wet? And I'm like, well, you know what? I just been pretty much blaming God, and that's it. I'm like, it's the easiest solution because it's not my fault. I mean, yeah, if I paid a little closer attention, maybe I'd put on the same color socks, or if I paid a little closer attention, maybe I wouldn't have stepped in that puddle. But I mean, the situation would never have occurred if God was like, hey, you know what? That guy right there, he doesn't deserve to step in that puddle today. We're gonna let him walk over it. So, I mean, in a way, I'm joking. In a way, I'm serious. Mostly it's a joke. I think by religious standpoint, I'm an agnostic atheist, which means I'm a see it to believe it kind of guy, in which I believe that something created this world. I have inclinations that something oversees things that happen in this world, but I don't believe in an omnipotent being that, has never-ending life and, this, that, and the other thing, and walks on water and water to wine and, Wingardium Leviosa and stuff like that. I don't buy into all that stuff. But, I do believe something is out there that's kind of pulling the strings. That is something I do believe. But as far as I know, I could be part of like a government computer or a government conspiracy program where they're overseeing an entire town of people, which is plausible, but it's whatever. So back to religion, because religion's always a touchy subject, especially on the internet. But my grandfather's been in the ICU, and I've been going down here and there, and I haven't been going down lately because, well, it's the weekend and the buses don't run on the weekend, and it's about a 7-mile walk one way, and that's usually not a big deal, but I haven't been feeling myself lately, so I can't, I don't want to walk that far. So, yeah. But this here preacher guy shows up, right? And he's not affiliated with the immediate family. I can't believe how long this is taking. But he's not affiliated with the immediate family. He is, I heard, a rumor that he's, my pap's brother's preacher or something. But he walks in, right, and he's like, oh, is this Henry, or is this, your grandfather's room? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm a preacher. I'm like, oh, alright. So you're gonna go do some voodoo, dance around his body to, heal him, then he's like, oh, I'm just gonna say a couple of prayers, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And I took notice of his pants, okay? This guy, he's wearing corduroys. I only know that word because my grandmother said it a couple of times. Corduroy pants are some kind of weird, crushed velvet jean-like material. I'm not really sure what it is. I had a pair once, but I haven't seen anyone wear them in 60 million years, give or take. Give or take a couple of hours probably. But excuse me. But I of course I commented on his pants because I'm like, dude, your style's your style, and I'm not making fun of you. I mean, because I wear a pink backpack. It's not super, hey, look at me pink, but it's like a magenta color. And so I'm like, I'm not judging you, I wear stuff out in public that's weird. But I was like, I never seen pants like that. I haven't seen pants like that since I was probably 6 years old. And, oh, we're back. Holy crap. So he's like, oh yeah, and just made a little smile and blew me off. And I was like, alright, whatever, dude. So, I was like, I just made a religious joke a couple days ago, and he just kind of shrugged me again, and I'm like, no, that's fine, whatever. I didn't want to really talk to you anyway. I mean, I don't look down on your beliefs, but they're certainly not my beliefs. So he left, and my great aunt's like, oh, what was the joke you told? And I was like, oh, the store. Oh, it's frozen again. I barely even did anything, and it's already frozen. I was like, do you know the store down where I usually go and get food whenever I'm going to see Pap? And she's like, yeah. So I'm like, they have a thing down there. It's called mermaid salad. And it's obviously noodles and imitation crab. It's not I know it's not mermaid, obviously. But I go up to the lady and I'm like, so this mermaid salad, is it the top half of the mermaid or the bottom half of the mermaid? And she's like, I don't know. And a guy up behind her comes out, and he's like, oh, they just kind of throw the whole thing and grind it all up. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, why do you ask? And I'm like, well, my religious preference, it kind of, what's the word I used? Something about it grants me favors for being cannibalistic. And he just kind of looked at me, and I was like, so if it's the top part of the mermaid, I figured I could cheat the whole cannibal thing so I don't get arrested. And they kind of thought it was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of funny too, but I don't know if the preacher would have enjoyed that kind of humor or not. It's hard to tell, but we're still lagging like super bad. I thought this would clear up, but obviously, you know, the charging station just pushed the frames per second over the limit, and it just completely ruined the game. That must be it. So we're going to attempt to get this done. I don't know how we're going to do, considering that I just spent 15 minutes talking and waiting for this thing to load up. But I guess we'll start with these hardened thingies. So to make these, you can do 2 steel plates and a copper ingot to get 1. We're going to do 4 steel plates and 4 metal fasteners to get 4. I don't know what's better. I'm thinking this because I have the metal fasteners already, and I'll use less steel plates, and I could care less about the copper. Copper itself is... I have more than I know what to do with. So I have 26 of these. Steel plates, I probably have 8 of them, I think. Look at that. 8 steel plates. By the way, these things are various liquids. So I got creosote, excuse me, destabilized redstone, glue, and solder. And I have 2 more buckets of solder in my inventory because I did a bunch of that off camera now that I have a grinder. So, let's do it over here. I think I'm going to do it like this. And I think I want to do it this way because, well, you get 4 at once. And I'm going to use them eventually anyway. It might be bad in the long run. I might run into an instance where I wish I'll have that later, but not today. So I think I have 3 flint and steels, but I only have 1 that's like full durability. I don't know how I got 2 with half durability or partial durability, but I do. So be it. Now wait, I need what, 2 of these for the quest? I need 2 of these anyway, so we're just gonna go ahead and make 2. So I need another flint and steel. So I'll need flint. I think I have iron in my inventory. Another flint and steel. And I think it was, what, Invar plates? It's probably Invar. Yeah, it's Invar. So I'm going to need a bunch of Invar plates. Are these Invar plates? No, they're iron. Crap. 16 Invar plates. I think I need 10. But I think I'm going to take... Yeah, we'll just do 19. It's fine. Hey, Mr. Rat. Make me some more Invar plates, please. That Mr. Rat is something else, let me tell you. So, I don't know how much this takes of this, but we're just going to not worry about it. Because 250 millibuckets, I can live with that. 200 millibuckets, later, 250. And then we get the first quest on the way of making our moth. So is it this one? Or no, traversing the deep. Which is working us towards a key, but like I said before, the key is pretty much garbage at this point. Because I can build an entire underwater civilization now and wouldn't take much at all. So now we got this guy out of the way. Let's hop back into the moth here. So I need a bunch of steel plates, looks like 9, which I do not have 9 steel plates, I have 4. So let's clear our inventory a little bit, I guess. It's hard to decide what to get rid of. Let's just get steel plates. Let's just do that. We'll get rid of the metal fasteners. Get rid of... Just get rid of the tools. I can always get them back. That's fine. Oh, another interesting little note. Now, what was I going to say? Another interesting note was that the illumination wand takes experience to put up lights and stuff. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so let's start with this guy, because it's going to be the most annoying. So I need lead plates, redstone, these wires, a copper block, which I'm going to need one more copper wire, naturally. And I don't have any. So let's, oh, Mr. Rat. Okay, so now I can do this, grab this guy, and can make a... What does it take to make the copper thingy? I think 8. It probably takes 8 wires, I think. Yeah. Not only that, I'm going to need more copper for the sheet metal, which is 4 plates for 3. I only need 4 plates. So I need 6 plates total. Perfect. Perfect. So it's probably in the blacksmithing table. Just do that. Let's pop in here, grab this. Boom. We'll hop into here, and I'm pretty sure it's in here. If it's not in here, then... Ah, crap. See, that's what happens when I think I know what I'm doing. Solder. Okay, well, that's something I can do. Then we hop into this one, turn it into slabs. Then we might have everything we need for this. I don't actually know. Not the sea moth itself, but the battery. Redstone. That's cool. I can handle that. Actually, I've been using quite a bit of redstone lately. Oh no, we're lagging again. Great lag. Oh, I'm trying to do the whole thing at once. And apparently it needs solder, I think. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure it's solder. Yeah, 500 millibuckets. I think I can handle that. So let's grab our LV capacitor, and that's step 1. Okay, so we got the 2 thrusters, the LV capacitor. I have the 2 gliders, 9 steel plates. I know I'm going to need to make this guy, which is 2 copper. So I'm going to need 2 copper, modularium, 2 stone. 2 copper, modularium, 2 stone. 2 copper, 2 stone, modularium. Excuse me. So first off, I gotta turn the stones into buttons. And then nextly, we got to make this conductive coil dude. And then we should have everything we need to make this guy. What broke? My soldering iron, I think. Okay, that's fine. So we got this. Now, let's go back in here. We need stone bricks there, which is going to be annoying. But we can get the gliders and the Caminite levers. I have both of those. And now I need more stone. And I think that'll be enough, because I can do that. And then I gotta do... maybe. It's lagging so bad it doesn't even want to work. And we need the enlightened glass. or some sort of glass, which I don't know if we have it enough. I don't know if that's enough. We'll have to see. It'll either work or it won't, right? It's usually my way of thinking about things. It'll either do it or it won't do it. So I need a piece of clay. And I know I don't want to do it because I do have the Invar on me. Okay. I was just going to make a steel one because it has better durability, but I have Invar on me, so it'll work out just fine. That's what I like to believe. It'll all work out just fine. Lightning bolt to the forehead. Solder? Let me grab a pipette, because I don't want to, I want to have it, condensed, I suppose. Oh, crap. What did I do? Glue. Yeah, I highly doubt I'll be using solder in there. Okay, fair enough. More solder. We hop into here, and now we have a sea moth. Now it says no power cell, which I'm not exactly sure what that means. So let's hop into here and claim our money, which is pretty much useless. But here's a power cell. Aluminum plates, a steel mechanical part, and a wire. That seems pretty easy. Aluminum plates. Is that? I'm going to find out what that is. I think that's the infuser, which I can't do until I find the nether portal. So I need mechanical parts, which I have in my inventory. I thought I put those away for whatever reason. I might have everything on me. Aluminum plates is probably what I'm missing. Okay, maybe not. So let's hop into here. What is this guy? Solder again. Okay, so can I make two? I don't know if I should make two. High capacity mobile power source. Yeah, I think we'll make two. I mean, push comes to shove, it'll be I have an extra battery in case something bad happens. Excuse me. Alright, so let's put a lot of this junk away. Let's put everything away. Just absolutely everything. And then let's take a little ride, shall we? By the way, I have all my ingots in the storage drawers, but the ones that are alloys, I'm keeping in here. I figured that kind of makes sense to me, because then I could just hop in here and grab any alloy I need, and all the base metals are over in the back, which kind of, I don't want to say it makes sense, but it seems like an okay method of doing things. Let's type in Invar, and let's grab our sword, shovel. I think we'll take the diamond pickaxe, which is probably a mistake, but it's whatever. Hopefully I find diamonds soon. Keep a bucket on us. I think that pretty much does it. I mean, I'm not going to need an air tank, I don't think. I think this thing should come, equipped with an air tank. But without further ado, I put my string cheese away. Oh well. Let's take our maiden voyage. Maybe? Crash the game. It crashed the game. Everything's broken. Ah, there we go. So we hop into the sea moth. It looks like we have an oxygen bar. I guess the problem is I have these batteries. Now where do I put them? Oh, cool. And it threw me in the water. Awesome. It's lagging so bad. Maiden voyage probably ain't gonna happen this episode. We're already 41 minutes in, and it is lagging super bad. But we should have power now. We have an extra cell just in case. Well, let's go and see if we can do this. And it doesn't look like vision's much better. I thought there was like spotlights or something. And we're frozen. Alright guys, we're gonna have to leave it at this. Oh wait, no, we're back. We got 2 minutes. So as long as it doesn't be a complete jack hole, then we should. Nope, it's frozen again. Once the if I can't. Okay, we're back. We're okay. Sea moth. Diving. Lights. Headlights. No. Okay, I don't know. Gameplay. See if we can find something that's. The only thing for better diving is dive down. Building gadgets is in here. That's going to be fairly exciting. Building gadgets is going to give me. I don't like those stupid wands. Like, they don't do things nearly as well as building gadgets does. Direwolf 20, the guy I reference from time to time, and I say he is way too good at Minecraft. Yeah, well, he made building gadgets, and it is pretty phenomenal. What is this? Alright, I'm not seeing anything here. Get close to the bottom, might as well keep going. Wait, visibility toggle. The one probe? I don't know what that is. See what that does. Okay. So, L and my prior key. See what they do. I broke something. Okay, L pulls up that because it's 2 keybinds. And 9 is changing this little thing up in the top right-hand corner. So, I don't really know. Do I have, if I back-click, right-click, nah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Good thing is, we have unlimited air, and if I have to, once I find the nether, I can get some blaze rods and make a potion stand and make some night vision potions for this. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.